Alright guys, Specter gears, Recon 2-point sling. Go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, so what you have right here is it in the Titan configuration. Right now I have it tightened to my body to where, at least as far as the way I have it adjusted, I have a little bit of slack, so when I have my play carrier on, it's still nice and tight to my body. Or anytime I need to go hands-on for whatever reasons and everything. The Recon here actually has a nylon pull tab here. As you can see, it's all the way down to keep it nice and tight. And in my opinion, nice and easy to go ahead and grab. And then just make a quick adjustment to where then that way I can actually shoulder it and use it and everything as I see fit. As far as for the front hold, I'm a huge fan of this. At least at the time when I first started looking into this, I couldn't find any other sling that was going to provide what I was looking for. What do I mean by that? You have a sling attachment point at the 6 o'clock on the butt, and then also up on the front forend. All the things I was seeing primarily was to keep it to where it was kind of an old school hunting style sling hookup. I wanted it to where I could be able to go hands free and have it be able to affix to my body just as you see it is now. And Specter gear, I do not know if there's anyone else out there now. It's the only company I was able to find that was going to actually go ahead and provide that for me. So definitely happy with my purchase. My purchase was quick, man. Friday, I think it was like a Friday night. I ordered it, had a reply on Saturday morning, and man, I think it was like Tuesday. That thing was in my mailbox and everything. My buddy also picked up one roughly a few weeks to a month later, and actually had the exact same results. Quick reply and quick actual receival of the product. He also bought a 2.1. I don't remember the name of the other one, but it's the one that's slightly more expensive than this one here. So far, I'm extremely happy with it. Not only is it going to allow me to go hands-on and keep it nice and retained to my body up here in the front, but then I could also go ahead and adjust it to where if I chose to do so for whatever purposes, I could also go ahead and switch to have it on my back as well. I'm not much of on the back person, but for those of you who are watching my video, because you might be, put them in frame. This is what it would be like if you do prefer to have it on your back. As far as its sling capabilities and everything, I'm a huge fan. It's doing exactly what I wanted it to do as far as keeping it retained in my body. If you're looking for any cons, I do have a con so far, and this is primarily could only be a con for me. I could understand making it to where it's extremely universal for the end user, as far as based off of the individual's build, whether it's they're small, skinny, large, and bulky, or with plate carrier or anything like that, having a lot of adjustment. For me, I think the biggest con for me is the way I actually use my M1A is I was hooking my finger on that sling there mount and using that to keep it and drawing it into my body and everything. What this thing has done is created a bulge point right here. It just hasn't been the most comfortable as before when it was actually nice and flat up against the rifle, giving me a lot of contact. For most of you, this may not be an issue, especially if you have an arm span shorter than mine, as you might not be able to reach up there anyways. But as far as me, if you're looking for a con, I would have been happier with if this was just a fixed point without the tri-glide here and everything for adjustability, and leave all the adjustability at the back end. I'm actually about to leave for a few months to head up to Alaska to help my boys up there and everything, and this particular tool will be left behind here at home. But I think when I do get home, what I'm going to probably do is take this thing apart, bust out the wife's sewing machine, and make this a fixed point of contact. I don't know if I'm going to get that done, but that is my plan, and unfortunately, it's going to be postponed until I get back from my trip and everything. With that also being said, when I do that, universal fit and everything, it's mine. I bought it. It's mine now. So I think that's also the reason why it has it back here. There could be a more specific reason on why it did that. And, you know, for me, I think I'm going to do the same thing here. is I might go ahead and take this all apart and just do a hard sew right here to get this fixed, to get rid of one other possible weak point in the future. So far, this hasn't affected me yet. I just want to get rid of any excess straps and bulging and everything like that, though. But outside of that, Specter Gear's 2-point Recon Sling, I've been a huge fan of so far. And once again, this is nothing more than an initial opinion of it. And somewhere down the line in the future, I'll go ahead and put out a follow-up video on this stuff, on this sucker here. All right, you guys, thanks. Have a good day.